On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the USC Trojans and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Williams. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a third and long. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's third down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. He's going for it all. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Making side adjustments here. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit, because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Catch in the middle. It's Miller. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Hill. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down 2, just hands this offensive 1st and 10. Here's a gift to Parker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
We got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses have their footing now. Offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
And the extra point was good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Joseph got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Napier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result,
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He might want another play. Here's Williams to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Handoff for Parker. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. 4th down, Williams. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Throwing Joseph. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph takes a shot as he lets it go. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Again, it's Joseph. Gets rid of it. And makes the catch on the defense. Force the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Parker. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. Hits a seam wide open. The touchdown Huskies. Great job by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They're dealing with a second and long. Joseph. He's got his man.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Now here's Joseph on target. Makes a grab and room to run. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. Second and long coming up. Might be changing the route. Williams fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Williams makes a catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing Joseph. Now improvising. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Williams. Rushes on him. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, USC. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles. And it's Kansas State with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it down the field. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, they come up with a big one through the air, and with his speed, I'll be honest, I thought he was gone. Nice job by the defense chasing him down, getting him down right at the 1-yard line, but the offense, they saw the map.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husky.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Joseph. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Throwing Joseph. Stepping to the right. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Trojans! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams. Pocket breaking down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. He wants to change this route. Williams bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
They'll give it to the back. Creates a little room. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They take the lead with the 6.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Throwing right. He makes the catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Now on the move. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Washington!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Joseph. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interception.
Maybe some room here. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Got room at the 35. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Running the red zone, it's Fuller. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Throwing Joseph. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown USC! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Trojans were the answer. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Throwing, Williams. Quarterback adapting. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
and that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
From the gun on third down, Joseph looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Joseph looking for an open area to his left. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. The Trojans use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Trojans are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here laid now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Throwing Joseph. Touchdown Trojans! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's got the tight end.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Fires on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Here's a little room there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on it, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On first down from the 13-yard line. The offense changing the play. Here's Williams to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Williams looking for a man. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Williams to the air again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Williams to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.